What's good, YouTube? Greetings, greetings, greetings. Another epic delivery. Just want to build on the ID and what's the agenda behind all these real IDs and all that stuff. And this is an article by Jonathan Wheeler from December 9, 2004. Your papers, please. U.S. adopts National ID, Homeland Security now in charge of regulations for all U.S. state driver's license and birth certificates. In a chilling act more reminiscent of the now defunct Soviet Union and Nazi regime of Adolf Hitler, the United States Congress passed legislation yesterday that requires the states to surrender their regulatory rights over driver's license and birth certificates. Department of Homeland Security to the Department of Homeland Security. Now, since they have that situation with say the September 11th scenario, they implemented what is called the Department of Homeland Security, right? So prior to that, there was no Department of Homeland Security. So Department of Homeland Security is nothing but like a facade, acting in the name of security. I'm saying, to invade people's privacy, so to speak. I'm saying. So let's get to it. The massive U.S. intelligence reform bill weighed in at 3,000 pages, and though unread by individual members of either the House or Senate, nevertheless passed all of the legislative hurdles needed in order to become law. President Bush lobbied hard for those provisions, only objecting when Senator Sensenbrenner attempted to require these same provisions for illegal aliens, but which the president opposed. This provision was dropped from the final bill. Beginning in 2005, the Department of Homeland Security will issue new uniformity regulations to states requiring that all driver's license and birth certificates meet minimal federal standards with regards to U.S. citizen information, including biometric security provisions. Okay? So, you know that by default, they assume that whenever you manifest or your life event occur, they presume you are a U.S. citizen until you state different, okay? Because you gotta let them know that you're on the American soil, and the U.S. is a federal corporation, right? So the term U.S. citizen, right, which is a compound term, okay, is nothing more than a federally regulated instrumentality. You know what I'm saying? It's like a subsidiary, so to speak, of the U.S. corporation. Okay, so you got to pay attention to these terms. Okay, information including biometric security provisions. Added to currently existing federal laws, the Supreme Court rulings, American citizens when born will be issued a social security number that will be included on their birth certificates. Okay, so pay attention. So how you go from being American citizens to a U.S. citizen? It's not the same term. Okay. Article 4 of the United States of America 1787 Constitution will tell you what the American citizen is. Okay. American, nowhere there it says something about a U.S. citizen. Even in the 14th Amendment, it doesn't say a U.S. citizen. Okay. Okay. So I don't know where that term came from. Okay. When born will be issued social security number that will be included on their birth certificates, right? So if you don't object to these things, right, object to their certificates, if you don't, because whenever you're having a child, usually they give you a form to fill out. If you don't know to properly um, fill out that form or properly amend that form, or even not fill it out, you know what I'm saying? You're accepting the terms and condition of the unilateral agreement. You know what I'm saying? A contract has supposed to have two mutual minds, meeting of the minds. It can't just be one way, right? So, along with the DNA biometric markers, our birth certificates will also be registered in federal government database intended by the Department of Homeland Security. Okay, so these U.S. subsidiaries, these United States constructs, you know what I'm saying? You gotta ask what is the Department of Homeland Security? What are they for really? Are they securing your homeland, or what are they doing? What are they really doing? Invading your privacy? Trying to control your every move, try to spy, espionage on the American people? Okay. No child will be allowed enrollment to schools or be entitled to either state or federal government benefits program without first presenting certified Homeland Security birth certificates. Okay? Bear in mind. Attention. That was essence, and this also goes against our rights as Indians. Okay, Indians not taxed. Remember, not subject to these statutes, corporate statutes, because what they want to do is incorporate everything into their fictitious construct. All right. Driver's license will also contain DNA biometric markers and include the holder's social security and be required for receiving and applying for all state and federal benefits program. Now, another thing. Whenever you're trying to get benefits from these entities, remember, you have to give something for something. You're not giving you something for nothing. Okay? So you're gonna surrender your rights for privileges to get some benefits because you don't know how to govern yourself. You don't know how to have the public servants work for you. You don't know how to properly redirect them. You know what I'm saying? Because they all are obligated to take care of us in their official capacity. You know what I'm saying? No, but what they want to do is use their position to try to claim jurisdiction over the man or the woman. You know what I'm saying? Especially we as the indigenous people or the American Indians, alright? We have the right to refuse all these these trinkets. I'm saying we have the right to even benefit from these trinkets on the grounds that we properly amend these documents for our benefit. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Previous Supreme Court rulings have also helped upheld state and federal law enforcement authorities' right to request identification from any attention federal law enforcement, right, authorities. Who gave them the authority? You know what I'm saying? If you didn't give them the authority, they have none. Okay? Right to request identification from any American citizen. Okay? Here you go again. American citizen and a U.S. citizen is not the same. Okay? For any reason, at any time, it's not being violations of the citizens' constitutional protected rights. See me, I don't play the word citizen too much. You know what I'm saying? I don't play that term, but it's not a U.S. citizens. He said American, so there's a big difference. Okay. Let me see. So major banks and credit card companies have started the adoption. Banking, the Federal Reserve System is behind all of this, all right? Always follow the money. The national ID system has been important to counter fraud and increasing instances of identity theft. National ID cards without biometric markers will eliminate them from having to issue credit and debit cards. For the first time in U.S. history, have surpassed the usage of checks and cash, utilizing the Department of Homeland Security's centralized federal database. Banks and credit card companies will only require presentation of a citizen driver's license to make purchase, as all of the person's financial information, including credit and cash balances, will already be known in real time. So this is what they're implementing right now, people. Okay, they're trying to get rid of the fiat notes. Okay. Banks and credit card companies will only require a presentation of citizen driver's license to make purchase of all personal financial information, including credits and cash balances, will already be known in real time. Combining of Homeland Security and banking databases and citizens' balances and purchases, along with their past and present purchasing information, has been allowed under previous federal laws, including Patriot Act. Gotta do some research on the Patriot Act. Okay. Also included in this bill is a law to require the Department of Homeland Security to establish a separate ID system for citizens to use prior to boarding airplanes. There you go. Eerily reminiscent of Soviet and Nazi regimes' dreaded internal passport. Okay? Real ID. Never before in our history have the words Benjamin Franklin been so correct when he stated, "People willing to trade their freedom for temporary security deserves neither and will lose both." Okay? December 9, 2004 will be one of those moments in time that future historians look back on and pinpoint as being the day that the United States of America, as it was founded by its forefathers, ceased to exist. So pretty much what they're showing you is that the time has come, people, where real ID is the epiphany of the takeover. You know what I'm saying? So if you have not get your affairs, your house in order, you know what I'm saying, then you are at big risk of being subject to these terms and conditions that you have no control over. You're going to be controlled through a piece of plastic if you know not how to govern self. Okay? So this was in 2004. We're in 2020 now. Okay? 16 years later, and it's in full manifestation. Okay? So you know what time it is, people. It's time to get your affairs in order. Time to get your house together. I'm saying, learn the law, learn about status. You know, do your genealogy. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know who you are, then you're gonna be lost at sea. Okay? This is all it's always been about. Returning back to the land. Okay? The Cess Decay B Act tell you that if you don't come back to the land, you will be presumed dead. Okay? And so far, a lot of our people are presumed dead because they don't want to come home. All right?